And and good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition. My name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition. And today we're here for the Saturday night's main event post show. And I know that we're a day late and a dollar short here, but you know what? We're here and we're going to talk tonight about the last night's events at Saturday night's main event. Now, breaking news today that I want to talk to you about before we get into that breaking news, we are going to have my guest with me right beside me here in Studios 10 in Berlin, Maryland, is Pensman Sports. Pensman, welcome to the program.
It's good to be here.
All right, and Pensman and I, we're going to sit here. We're going to talk about last night's Saturday night's main event, and I got to tell you, it was not a bad event last night. I was impressed with the main event, and I was impressed, and I called it, and I called everything that happened last night involving Nick Aldis, involving Gunther, involving Seth Rollins, and involving not only just Seth Rollins, but also involving the whole thing going on with him and Roman Reigns. I called that as well. So I just want to let everyone know that I was the one that said that. I said it. And there were witnesses. Watch my archive shows. I said that Nick Aldis was going to be involved somehow on SmackDown's post show. I said Friday night when Brian Pettit was with me, and we talked about this. And I said Nick Aldis is going to be involved, and he did get himself involved in this whole situation. Not only that, Seth Rollins also was involved, and I said Seth's going to be involved somehow here, and I was right, and I was right again, and I'm right a lot of times. All right, I am the revolutionary, I am the visionary, I am Ralph Williams, and acknowledge me. All right, yeah, what do you want to talk about today? Well, Pensman, let's talk about Saturday night's main event. It wasn't all that great, except for, well, first we're going to promote Brian here, who couldn't be with us tonight, but Brian Pettit and the Sports Break Media. I think I got the right one. Nope, that's not it. Oh, that's something different. I got to get that off of there. There we go. I think it's right here. There we go. Is that the one? Sports Break Media, Brian Pettit, and he does a lot of live streaming of NASCAR, Clemson football, and a bunch of stuff he covers. He also works with Pensman and I on the Saturday Sports Blast show, along with Leo Haggerty, every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Don't forget to tune in on our social media platforms. Also, Pensman Sports Air, there's his banner. Don't forget to tune in to him. He's sitting right beside me here. We're at Studios 10 in Berlin, Maryland, Studio A. We were going to be in Studio D, as in David, tonight, but due to the weather being so hot outside and humid, we decided to stay indoors here at Studio A instead. So we have 4 studios here at Studios 10 in Berlin, Maryland. All right. Okay, let's get in some more into the comments section here. It's Sports Break Media. Says, good evening here. Thank you, Brian and Sports Break Media. And then also he says good, and there we are. All right. First, Pensman, let's talk about Danhausen versus J.D. McDonough. Got turned into a debacle. I knew that was going to happen. Judgment Day got involved, but they did not succeed. Your thoughts on that match?
I thought it was pretty good. I thought that was back and forth. I thought it was interesting. It's good to see that JD won, so it's a good match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Danhausen won.
That's what I mean.
Danhausen, yeah.
I will curse you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Also, don't forget, in that match too, Dirty Dom got involved to no avail. But anyway, the tag team belts, women's tag team belts, was not so good for Brie Bella and Paige. They lost to that group from NXT. I can never remember their names. Those 3 women from NXT that are always always said, how you doing, Isaiah? Welcome to the program, Isaiah. Thank you. All right. I am in church right now. Well, good. Say some prayers for us. I appreciate it. Thank you, Isaiah.
Hopefully we get some subscribers.
Yeah, there you go.
After that prayer.
All right. Here we go. one more thing I wanted to add to this was in that match there, of course, there was interference involved.
As
So,
always.
As always. Yeah, exactly. And we knew that was going to happen there as well. Bailey versus Lyra Valkyria. Lyra won that match. I think we've seen basically, Pensman, the end of Bailey.
Yeah, I think so too. She's getting up there, and her title run's pretty much over. Like, she wants one more title, but I don't think she's going to get it.
Do you think she goes to AEW or TNA?
I think she's going to AEW. Everybody else is going there.
Yeah.
Not too many people are going to TNA. TNA's falling apart.
Well, it's not just that. Don't forget, TNA just signed the Wyatts, all the members of the Wyatts, and they signed Asuka and Kairi Sane. So a lot of the WWE folks are either going to AEW or TNA.
Don't forget about Christian and Adam Copeland as his Edge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, they're there now, but I mean the ones that just recently got cut.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, don't forget about them. That went over.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, that's what's going on there, and so all right. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this whole Saturday night's main event. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and versus Gunther and Sami Zayn.
There we go.
I knew, and if anyone else didn't know, then shame on you, because you should have known that this was going to be a debacle. It really was going to be something that was just going to be a total mess, and it was going to end up being like this. But no one, thought about it at all as far as it goes, with that. And, but yeah, it was just a horrible situation there, Pensman, with this match. We knew it was going to be a debacle from the beginning, but the good news is Cody Rhodes and CM Punk won this match thanks to Nick Aldis, who I said was going to get involved in this match, and nobody believed me. Nobody believed me. So your thoughts on this match? Go ahead.
Predictable. Everybody that needs to watch him, he's been dead on ever since I met him. So I don't know why you're not subscribed to him. He's been calling it every time. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I've been calling it better than some of the guys out here that put these steady shows on every day and go on and on about stuff and have no idea what they're talking about, or they give you false information. All right, I've been predicting some of this stuff, and I told everybody, and nobody believed me about any of it, that this was going to happen this way. All right. I said Nick Aldis was going to get involved, and I was correct. And everybody was like, well, Nick Aldis, he used to be the general manager. He had to resign.
You told me on Friday that he was going to get involved.
Exactly. I did say that. You're exactly correct. You're not wrong.
But Sammy came in instead of Nick.
Sammy
on Friday.
On Friday, yeah. But then if you watched at the end of the match, when Cody Rhodes and CM Punk were walking out, did you see Sami Zayn trying to help Gunther, and he was like staring at both of them?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Sammy was like,
yeah, stare down.
Yeah, I mean, he was like just a big stare down. I have a weird feeling, Pensman, I'm going to predict this, that at SummerSlam, I think Sami Zayn somehow, some way, is going to get involved in this Cody Rhodes match with CM Punk. He's going to pull off some kind of maneuver. He's going to go crying foul to TKO. He's going to go do something. What do you think about that?
Absolutely correct. I think so. He's going to get involved. You saw what he did Friday night on SmackDown.
Yeah.
You saw what he did in SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's going to get involved somehow, some way. But we'll find out. It could end up being a triple threat match yet again. And I hope it isn't, because I don't want to see another triple threat match, So, but breaking news today. And I'm going to try to put this up here for everybody. Okay, let me try to put this up for everybody. Here we are, if I can get it up there. All right, here it is. Triple H making the announcement, Pensman, about this, what happened today. Now watch this. Gunther and his infinite wisdom again. Here we go. All right, you saw it. There it is. The match has been made. Nick Aldis versus Gunther at SummerSlam. I told everybody this was happening again, and here we go, Pensman. I'm right again. I don't know. It feels good to be right. You know what I mean? It really feels good to be right in this whole thing. But anyway, so there you are. You got it. You asked for it. Nick Aldis versus Gunther. And let me say this, Pensman. I worked security for ROH. When ROH used to have a partnership with NWA. When I lived in Pittsburgh, they used to tape matches in April and December at the Stage AE, and I worked security there. I had the privilege of standing next to and talking with Nick Aldis, and he was then the NWA champion. He's the longest reigning NWA champion in the history of NWA, 1,000 and some days as the NWA world champion. And not once, but twice he did 1,000 days. He's been a TNA champion. He's been a TNA tag team champion. So Nick Aldis is an established wrestler. He's been wrestling for 20 years, Pensman.
Right.
And if I'm Gunther, I would be careful about what I do against Nick Aldis. Go ahead.
Well, going back to 2014, does anybody remember what Triple H said to him? He said, messing with the man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he just did. That's what he just said. He went back to CM Punk, and he's like, you're messing with the man.
The man. Exactly. Yeah. And one other thing he left out was, if you want the bull, you'll get the horns. You know what I mean? He said the horns, but he forgot to leave out the bull.
And then you forgot about the boy.
The boy, yeah. Oh, that was great. He said, hey, boy.
Listen, boy.
Listen, boy. That's right. Listen up, man. Listen up. And I got to tell you, Nick Aldis is no joke. He's been around Sting. I remember when he was in the Main Event Mafia in TNA with Sting, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle. So, and Matt, and then he was called Magnus. Okay. One other thing you got to understand too, his wife is Mickie James. Mickie James is in TNA. TNA and the WWE have a working relationship.
Now,
you might see Mickie James get involved in this match. Okay. So don't count out Mickie James. All right. I'm telling you right now, don't count out Mickie James. All right. In this whole thing, this whole scenario. Gunther doesn't realize what he's involved in here. He really doesn't. He doesn't understand what he got himself into. And, I've been watching this show called Squatters a lot lately. And the guy that runs it, named Flash Sheldon, he said this squatter is digging himself a little bit of a hole. And you know what? Gunther, you're digging yourself a bigger hole than you think you're gonna be doing here, Pensman, because I got to tell you, he's already dug himself a little bit of a hole. So, I mean,
And
so
I just want to add one more thing. When he was saying King of New York and the tribal chief, he was talking about Jalen Bronson. If you didn't watch last week.
We're going to get into that. Jalen Brunson put his championship belt up with Roman Reigns. And then,
just clarifying everybody in case you didn't watch it last week.
Yeah, well, see, he was supposed to acknowledge the tribal chief, but that didn't happen. They both ended up putting their belts up and saying acknowledge us, which actually was quite sentimental. I like that. And I thought it was very professional on both ends of that. But of course, Seth Rollins has to spoil the broth in the soup. Okay.
Right.
And he came in as usual, started his thing, but it backfired on Seth because Seth came out and he got speared at the end. He was going to do a curb stomp on Roman Reigns on a steel chair, and Jalen Brunson stepped in the middle. And then that's when he started fighting with Brunson, gave Roman Reigns time to recoup. Roman Reigns came back up, did the Superman punch and a spear, and Rollins was done for head there, Pensman.
Right.
So, but what are your thoughts on those events that happened there? That's going to be an interesting match too.
As a Knicks fan, I loved when Jalen Bronson came out and then Roman Reigns gave him the title.
The title, yeah, exactly. At the end of
I just don't know who. I told you this before we came on the air. I just don't know who the King of New York is because Aaron Judge is still there.
Yeah, for the Yankees.
Just don't know.
You're a big Yankee fan, so I know, and you cover the Yankees too.
I just don't know who the King of New York is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where I'm stuck at.
Oh, I know. All right, let's go real quick down to the list here. SummerSlam matches. Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi, Hell in a Cell. I'm taking Brock in this match, Pensman, because Brock has more experience. He's been in Hell in a Cell matches. Obafemi has not. This is his very first steel cage match. I'm interested to see how he reacts or how he performs. Unless he aligns himself up with somebody that knows about steel cage matches, I don't see Obafemi winning this match, and this is going to be Brock's last match, I'm told. So go ahead.
I think this is going to be Brock's last match, too. I think he's going to win. I think
Yeah.
Oba's going to give him everything he's got, but I think Brock is going to give him a couple F5s, and that's it.
Yeah, well, one thing I want to say, Brock Lesnar and his wife, Sable, have just adopted a child.
He's definitely done that.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, they just adopted a young child, and Brock's like 52 years old, and I don't think he wants to, and he's got some health issues, and I don't think he wants to continue to wrestle. I don't think he can handle this, the grind of it anymore. And
it's 1-1. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
It's still Hell in a Cell. Have fun.
That's it. That's right.
Oh, but you can say it's 1-1, but you're Hell in a Cell.
You're done. You're done. Yeah, exactly. Trick Williams is taking on Chad Gable for the U.S. title. I have a weird feeling Carmelo Hayes could be involved in this somehow because he got in Trick Williams' face, and then and then Baron Corbin is back, so we could see some changes come up even before SummerSlam rolls around, and we could really see a fatal four-way here. Pensman, what do you think of this? I'm painting a scenario here, but it could happen.
I think Chad Gable's going to get it, though.
Yeah, I think so. I think Trick Williams needs to realize Chad Gable was trained by Kurt Angle. All right.
Right.
And a lot of people fail to realize, too, Nick Aldis has been around Sting, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, Ric Flair. I'm telling you, Gunther, you better watch. Watch what you're doing because you poked the bear.
And I know he's not wrestling, but wasn't he involved with Triple H too?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they trained together, both of them.
That's
so
what I was wondering.
Yeah, they trained together, and and we'll see what happens there. But and like I said, don't count out Mickie James. That's his wife. She's in TNA. They have a working relationship, TNA and in the WWE or NXT. So you never know when you'll see Mickie James. You just never know. And and don't forget too, Arn Anderson was once part of TNA. Arn Anderson is Cody Rhodes' trainer. He knows Nick Aldis. So you just never know who could be involved in this. Nick Aldis got a lot of friends, more than Gunther. Okay? So if I'm you, Gunther, I'd be very careful. Choose your words wisely and be very careful about who you think you're going to bully.
My surprise is going to be AJ Styles might come in too.
Yeah, that could happen. That could happen.
I'm just saying that's my surprise.
John Cena. I mean, he retired Cena too. All the guys he retired could get involved in this match.
Yeah, this could be brutal.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
I really didn't think
you
of that.
got to. You got
me that time.
You got to.
You got me that time because I didn't think about that. I actually thought that was pretty interesting.
You got to.
Yeah, you got to. That was a good scenario there, Bensman. That was. Yeah, you painted a good scenario there. Okay, next there's going to be a 5-woman ladder match to crown an interim women's champion on SmackDown because Rhea Ripley cannot perform right now. She is under medical leave for her knee. They are going to have an interim champion. As soon as she comes back, she will be given the belt back, but there will be an interim champion crowned. 5 women. So far, they have 2. And so next week, there's going to be a match between Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax for the 3rd spot. There's going to be 5 spots available on SmackDown for that. So your thoughts, Pensman, who wins this match? I'm taking Jade Cargill in this match. I hate to say it, but if Nia Jax wins it or Charlotte Flair, I'm taking one of them.
I think Charlotte's going to get it.
Yeah, Charlotte Flair has to.
You and I have been talking about this.
Here we go.
She wants to tire.
Here we go. Somebody's teasing about Spain winning the World Cup. There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, congrats to them.
Yeah, that's Brian.
Yeah, hope everybody had a great weekend. Yes, we did have a great weekend. Always great to see my friend Pensman here down here with us here.
Yeah, but you and I back to wrestling. We don't need to talk about Spain, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we were talking about it. She wants to tie her dad, so
Yeah, she wants to tie her dad before she leaves. Yes. And her dad's got 16. She's got 14. All she needs is 2 more times, and she's at 16. So once she ties her dad, I think she's going to move on. That's just she's in her 40s.
yeah.
So she has to.
If she gets this, then she ties Randy Orton. I think.
Yeah, she ties Randy Orton, right? She's tied right now with Randy Orton. Randy's got 14.
Oh,
no, wait, I'm wrong. He's 15 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 times. So
yeah, because if he won at WrestleMania, he would have been 16.
Right, he would have been 16. Correct. He would have been tied with Ric Flair.
But a person named Pat McAfee had to ruin that. So.
You know what? I have no respect for him anymore after what he pulled. None. I have no respect for him at all.
I just had to pull that Pat McAfee thing. I'm sorry, Pat, if you ever watch.
Yeah, I used to respect him a lot. I had no respect for him at all after what he pulled. So anyway, but let's get back to this here. To what's going on? Penta is going to be involved in a match at SummerSlam. They are. I'm trying to remember who is involved in that. Oh my gosh. Who just won that? They had a turn, or no, they're still having matches for that.
Yeah, they're still
doing.
I think they're in the semis.
They're in the semifinals for that. Yeah. So Penta's still waiting for his opponent. We'll find out what happens on Raw with that. And then also you have the Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins match. This is going to be a Donnybrook, as Jim Ross would say. This is going to be a Donnybrook here at Pensman.
This is sad. This is sad. I don't want a Roman.
Yeah,
I don't want Roman. They're both my boys.
Yeah, you're right. They are. It's amazing. And then you have
too much.
The 6-man match. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys versus the Usos and Jacob Fatu. Now I'm hearing a story now that Zilla Fatu has officially signed with the WWE and may have to fill in for Jey Uso. I don't know if a lot of you know, and I know this has been kind of kept hush-hush. Jey Uso is involved in a real messy divorce situation with his wife. And I'm under to the understanding that he's off right now to take care of this problem. And WWE is not letting him perform until he gets this situation worked out. That's a shame, Pensman.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of rumors out there, of course. She cheated on him, he cheated on her. You know how it is out there in the rumor mill.
Jay, you got Jay, then you got Jelly Roll and Bad Bunny, and
Yeah, right. So the story I'm hearing now is Zilla Fatu could possibly be filling in for him if Jay cannot make it to SummerSlam, if he doesn't get his legal situation straightened out with his divorce. That's what I'm hearing. So we'll find out what happens there. But it's going to be Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. Right. So we'll see how that works out as well. All right.
I'd like to see LA Knight win that.
Yeah. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. Ugh. You know what? I like Io Sky. I do. I can't stand Liv Morgan. I can't stand Liv Morgan.
Little drama queen.
Yeah, but Liv's going to win. Judgment Day is going to continue to move on. And, I would like to see Dom lose his title down at AAA. I would love to see that happen. And then, and then Liv Morgan lose her title. And then
Ripley should just come back and just take it.
And just take it. Exactly. Yeah.
Surprise everybody.
Yeah. And be 2 belts Ripley, 2 belts Rhea.
Yeah. Just
or whatever.
Surprise everybody.
Is there any matches I forgot? I think I got them all so far.
I think that's it.
Yeah. I believe that's it. 2 nights, August 1st and 2nd. And then Cody Rhodes, and then you also have Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. This is going to be an epic match of epic proportion here, Pensman. Do you see Cody getting it back, or do you see CM Punk keeping it? What do you see?
Everybody loves Cody Rhodes. Everybody at WWE. I think Cody Rhodes gets it back.
Yeah, I think so too. But I think that they need to figure out what they're going to do with. They got too many guys. Too many guys.
Tomlin guys.
They got too many guys,
right?
Who are what they call
yes men.
Well, not only yes men, but they got too many guys who are in this.
Yes,
I'm gonna put
yes, I'll go in. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll perform there.
No, no. Here's how I'm going to put this: 1 bowl of food and 5 dogs for 1 bowl of food. So what I'm saying is, you got Gunther, you got CM Punk, you got Cody Rhodes, you got Sami Zayn, you got all these people that want, and Seth Rollins. They're all hungry for the belts. Okay, and there's no, what are you going to do? Shuffle the belt back and forth?
Right.
Or, but I think Roman Reigns will hold on to his title for a while. And then, something's got to give with Seth Rollins. I don't know. Maybe Rollins, I think Rollins is looking to, that's the same thing. All right, there we go. I think Rollins is looking to get one more title. I'm hearing rumors he's looking to hang it up because he's got a lot of injuries, back injury problems. He's got knee problems. He's got shoulder problems.
Right.
He just turned 40 years old, and his body's beat up pretty bad. And I think he wants to get the title one more time, and I think he's done. He wants to be a family man. Becky Lynch has been in and out now as well. She's been back and forth, has a book out. I heard she's making another book. So, but it says reduce the brightness. So, okay, well then good. We will reduce the brightness. There we go. There we go. I'll reduce the brightness. Hold on a second here. Let's see what we can work with this link. There we go. Oh, did you say increase the brightness? There we go. Nope, it's too dark. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this lamp there. There we go. All right, that's a little bit better. I can't do any better than that. But anyway, so there you are. I don't believe I forgot any matches. I don't think I have, and I'm sure there'll be a few more put in there before SummerSlam. Pensman, what's your thoughts on? Give me your thoughts on Saturday night's main event. I'm going to give it a C, only because the main event match was the only relevant match I thought of the whole night.
I give it a C too.
Yeah, I give it a C, and if it wasn't for that main event, I give it a D or an E, or a failing, or an F, because
and the matches were short too.
Oh yeah, it was horrific. But what saved Saturday night's main event was the main event. That's what saved it. And if it wasn't for that main event, Saturday night's main event would have been a complete flop in my eyes,
right,
as far as what was going on here. And then you got Roman Reigns, and you have some of the others, that were there but that weren't involved in any matches, of course. But so we'll see what happens. All right, don't forget tomorrow 3 to 4 or 2 to 3 p.m. tomorrow on 620 KHB, the Ralph Williams Show, and that's every Monday as well, 2 to 3 p.m. Here it is right here. Williams Show tomorrow, 2 to 3 p.m. on 620 KHB. And then Wednesday, don't forget Wednesday, 3 to 4 p.m., the Ralph Williams Show, 860 a.m. WWDB in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Here it is. For Ralph's Opinion Show. And here my mic's muted. Oh, there we go. All right, every single Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick networks. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to Pensman, myself, Brian Pettit, and our Facebook or our YouTube channels. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to do that as well. And until next time, this has been the Ralph Report Wrestling Edition, along with Pensman Sports. Thank you all for your comments today. Have yourself a great one, and please, by all means, be safe. Thank you.